Got my buddy Brandon. Go through mic right here. I think we're going live on everything. This is even Instagram right here.
Nice.
Hey, what's up? What's that? I'm gonna open up Saturday Guitar Live right here. There we are. You're there. Hey everybody. Okay, I got your comments there. Got my buddy Brandon here. Say something into the microphone, Brent. You got your own mic. Look at that.
Oh, thank you for my microphone.
It's going to be another Little People episode, but...
Oh, nice. Oh, yeah, the angle.
But switched.
The angle, I'm a giant now. You look.
Oh, that's so rad. It's perfect.
Yeah, if I go back
It's the Hobbit.
farther back here.
Marty was the Hobbit last time.
If I go back like
I'm the
this.
Hobbit.
All right, so I'm just searching for a signal here. Oh, my microphone. Brian, keep an eye on the all the comments. We got Brian here. We got my buddy Brent on keyboards. And I'm just, oh, now I know what it is.
What are you going to be playing on today?
Instruments?
Yeah.
Hammond C3 and a Wurlitzer student electric piano. I think it's a 106.
Nice.
Marty's.
What does that mean?
It's just the model number.
That sounds exciting.
Yeah. So if you really want the facts, this one has a built-in speaker, and it doesn't have an external output. For all the guitar players that are into.
You're talking way too soft. You gotta like really give it to him.
How's that?
All right, let's hear some organ. Let's hear some Green Onions, bro. Not Bon Jovi or Enter Sandman. Yeah. How we doing, Brian?
Very good.
That's my buddy Brent, Brent Brandon. As I like to say, well, Brent, I was thinking before you got here, Brent, and you guys can hear us all and everything? Wow, okay. I guess that means it's working. Now, Brent, I was thinking, my dear friend Brent here, earlier today in my garage, getting ready to get in my car to drive over to my office here, I was thinking that I may have spent more on stage hours the most with you out of like anyone in my musical life.
I think that's possible.
Yeah,
We
I
played
think
a
it's
lot of
possible. What do you? Brian was there for some of that. What do you think?
A lot of it.
Yeah,
It's 'cause-
I'd
and
say
they're-
like 85% of it.
Well, and what made me think of it is we were at Brent's jam room because Brent played with me at that event, that outdoor event we did a few weeks ago,
At the
and you
wall.
had a stack of recordings of our live gigs because we used to play every Saturday for a bunch of years, every Saturday night at this place called La Cave in Costa Mesa.
You recorded?
Yeah,
He
I
recorded
probably had, like,
every gig. I mean, there'd be like,
CDs.
yeah, CDs, but
600 CDs probably. Like probably 250, 300 shows.
You know, for the audience, what's a CD?
yeah, I know. I'm gonna make
That's a really valid point. I don't know. They're round and we use them.
I'm gonna make a editorial about what a CD was. No.
Maybe in 10 years.
Yeah, actually.
Oh, the band Southern Avenue is watching.
Oh,
Nice.
I gotta say, let me shout out Southern Avenue. Those guys are freaking awesome. Have you heard of Southern Avenue?
No, I
They're a
haven't.
great soul rock band on Stax Records from Memphis.
Oh, nice.
Really soulful, funky band. Yeah,
Oh, that's
female
cool.
vocalist. I think the drummer is the singer's sister. So when you have some of that family blood in there, you know, it's good. Anyway, shout out to Southern Avenue. Also, shout out to Jason Isbell and his band, the 400 Unit. I got to go hang out with them 2 nights ago because of my friend Sadler Vaden, the guitarist. Even though he's not from California, his name's Sadler Vaden.
Is that how he talks?
No, not at all. He's from
That's right.
he's actually from South Carolina. He's like more a southern guy, but just when I see the name Sadler Vaden, I have to go Sadler Vaden. It just feels like you have to say it with that kind of accent. So Brent, tell us about yourself a little bit.
What would you like to know, Marty?
I already know. I said tell us. No, we actually did go to high school together, but we didn't really know each other because you were a couple years older. So
Yeah.
we
It
were.
wasn't until the coach house.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
right. That's right. I introduced myself to Brent when I first moved back to California
Here it comes.
No. Well, now I have to. Went and saw a group called Jazz is Dead. Brian, you know Jazz is Dead?
Yep.
It's Jimmy Herring, awesome, amazing guitar player for Widespread Panic. But him, it was just a great.
T. Lavitz.
T. Lavitz, rest in peace. And rest in peace, Dr. John. Anyway, there was a gig, your band called Solomon Grundy, clever name there. Your band was called Solomon Grundy, and you guys opened for Jazz is Dead, and I was looking to meet musicians and stuff. I'd only been back in California for like a week, and you guys mentioned, yeah, I'm going to embellish now. You guys, while you were jamming, you were like, hey, give it up for our guitar player who's just filling in.
Yeah, Brian Comerford.
Yeah, Brian. Give it up for Brian who's filling in while our guitar player is in Europe for the summer. So I was like, oh, this might be an opportunity if they need another sub. This is my kind of music. So I walked up to you and was like, hey, man. Actually, he was surrounded by chicks. That was the problem. You were surrounded by girls. There was like at least 30 girls trying to like get your attention.
I think I was pulling my Hammond organ off the stage.
Organ in hand.
Yeah.
Organ in hand. Women going crazy.
Something like that.
Something like that. And I was like, hey, I just want to introduce myself. I'm a guitar player. I just moved into town. I noticed your guitar player is you said he's gone for the summer. If you need another sub, it's my style of music. I'd love to give if you need any help, let me know. I'm looking for people to play with. You're like, hell no, dude. Get out of here. Get lost.
Not even.
That's how I remember it. No, you were like, we're cool. You were nice.
So sincere.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
I was like, I didn't even know what to say because I could feel the sincereness
okay.
from you. And I felt bad. I remember even telling my friends too, like, this guy came up to me.
Yeah.
He really wanted to like play guitar.
Oh, let me tell one other story, and then we'll jam some more. Is that every Saturday, the gigs that we would play every Saturday, they get hundreds of recordings at Le Cave. I should look at the camera. One night, we were jamming, and a little crew of artist-looking, or a band-looking group of people walked in, and one guy had just whatever, he had some charisma to him, and he had this big kind of froey hair and everything, and we took a break, and I know what you're saying. No, we took a break. That's a different story. We're not telling that one. We took a break, and the guy with the big fro was like, hey, man, nice set. You guys sounded good. And I was like, hey, thanks, man. I'm like, you're a musician, aren't you? You got to be. And he was like, yeah, I've got a band and stuff. And I'm like, what's your band called? He said, Allensworth.
Jamie.
Yeah,
that's right.
Yeah. So we met him there. Did you know that, Brian? You knew that story, yeah? Mm-hmm. All right, let's try and jam something that we did from those olden days.
Okay.
You want to try Shank, that one?
Sure.
So this is
that sounds good.
Yeah. This is a Schofield, Medeski, Martin Wood style jam. It's not really the song. It's just in the style of, right? Yeah, okay. Here we go.
That's a good out.
Yeah, I'm going to remember to... All right. Let me try a loop. A little less reverb. I sat on the reverb in it. There we go. Gotta play to the loop. But I think you can do it. Brandon on lead organ. That was one of my go-to funny sayings when we play live, because no one ever says that. Why is that? Because organ players are too cool.
I think so.
They're cooler.
Unless you're like Deep Purple or something like that.
Yeah, because you think of rock and roll, you always go like Nigel Tufnell, lead guitar. You know, David St. Hubbins, lead guitar. Viv Savage, keyboards, not lead keyboards.
Exactly.
Viv, I've got two hands, yes. Brian, how we doing, buddy?
I think you need 2 keyboard players to have a lead keyboard.
I think you're right, because they have to fight
Right,
over it.
right.
Oh,
I
let's
think
see.
it's because I used to take a lot of leads.
Yeah. Brandon lead organ.
I wasn't the only soloist. Maybe.
Not with Corey on stage.
Yeah, that's true.
That is true.
Why didn't you say lead bass?
Because it was obvious.
Yeah,
It was obvious it was lead bass.
that's true.
There's no question.
Or his dance moves spoke for himself.
He was a dancey man.
Definitely lead dancer.
Oh, but yeah, big shout out to my younger brother Zach. He's been on here before and been in some videos.
Do you
He
know
got married. Zach got married, so after this, I'm heading up to his engagement party. Well, he's getting married in France, but like he had to get married in court first.
Oh, okay.
So they're having an engagement party for people that aren't going to France. Anyway, big fancy thing, right? Making it complicated, but
It's gonna be cool. You're gonna have a
yeah,
good
yeah.
time.
So anyway, though, shout out to Zach and Jamie.
Congrats, Zach.
And yeah, I'm gonna go to their celebration later. Any interesting comments or questions now on do we have a new trolling shout out today on YouTube?
Green Day?
Oh, is that more than Blink-182
Oh, that's a good. There's a good fight going on.
between them? Simon, Stephen McKinn. Hendrix had Stevie Winwood. Adam Fox, since I've been loving you. You shook me all night long. Please play. Jose Early, Lee Castor, LOL. Someone must have said something. Thanks, Marty. That's my jam.
It's a Hammond C3, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a C3.
So it's a C3. Brent, talk right into the mic and say the difference between a Hammond B3 and a Hammond C3.
Okay, so it's pretty much cabinet style. A C3 means basically church. So it's straight, no legs. The sides are, when I say straight, they're straight down. It's just one big panel. Whereas a Hammond B3, which is kind of the classic jazz and rock organ, has 4 legs. And pretty much outside of that, they're pretty much the same thing.
So the C3 ain't meant to be moved.
Yes.
Unless you have dollies.
Yeah,
And
Brent,
these are actually my dollies.
yeah, Brent's loaned me the dolly so they can be wheeled around. But yeah, C3 means it's covering your feet. It's covering the player's feet, right?
Yeah. Well, it's
So
church
heavier.
style, so it's like, people didn't,
Yeah,
see
yeah.
all of them, I guess.
Oh, what was that Pink Floyd style progression you were playing earlier? Why don't you play that?
I think
Sounds
that
so
was
good on.
Breathe.
Okay. No, it's not Breathe. It's actually a Breathe inspired progression.
Yes.
It might share the same chords. Check it out. That really cool chord progression. Is that E minor? Yeah. Oh yeah, same thing, huh?
You want me to
Yeah,
change?
yeah. That was fun. Fun Pink Floyd style.
Stop.
That was fun Pink Floyd style. Kind of reminded me of Pink Floyd a little bit, and Down by the River by Neil Young style.
Totally.
Totally in that style.
Yeah, it's totally like down by the river.
Those chords, that chord progression,
Even the change.
that
is
chord
so
progression
much.
could be a cool song. But it's just a chord progression. It's just a chord progression. It's all chords. Oh, Clocks by, that's funny. Someone saying Clocks. That's the, another familiar sounding chord progression. Yeah.
Totally.
Brian, any important comments or questions for the people?
Rich Moran says life is just a chord progression.
It's true.
Nice.
So true. So, Brent
Yes, sir.
Brandon on lead organ. We've got my iPad over there that's just doing Instagram Live.
Nice.
Now, it's always going to be better watching it on YouTube. Facebook has its own little scene as well. But so we've got Instagram right there. The red light right there, that's YouTube.
Okay.
That's the Mevo camera.
That's actually a camera.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
And
Looks
then
like a microphone.
it does.
Yeah.
And then the phone is Facebook. So I'm going to do some shout outs here. Actually, can you give me some like Brady Bunch quiet like shout out music?
Shout out music.
Yeah. Happy, yeah.
It's blues.
Nuclear Skullboy, welcome. Ross, Mountain Drew, oh that's a good one. Danny Fellows, are you related to Brian Fellows? Kareem Jamal, great jam, cool. Yubdos, MC. Michael Ramirez, Ross, Danny Fellows, Nuclear Skullboy. You guys are into it. Stephen Bucksack. Yeah. K Hughes 357 in Tennessee. Shout out. Michael Ramirez. Karsten R. Jacob Fallen. Golzar. Chamber Gang. Smith T7. Yo. Die Long. Pedro Moreno. Carson Cathy. Pixel Combo. Jacob Fallen again. Oh, I got you twice. 2 shout outs. Hard Worker. Kevin McCool. Adidu LP in Ruhe phase. Renee Van de Torre. Paul Owen. Ken Adams. Hard Worker. Yes. Hello Shake. Marco Vizio. David Juveradino. Karsten R. Adam Fox. K Hughes 357. Big fan. Steve S. Hey Steve S. Carl Ulrichs. Nice. Steve Buzzcat. Wed Sand. Binary Code. Kevin Burke. Justin Hollis. Dave Alexander. I taught him his first chord. Awesome. Benny JH. Drake Thompson. Guillaume Lancelot. Gregory Mercado. Jackie J. Ken Adams. George Avramov. Doomsday Dew. That's easy to say, that's Jack Black. Doomsday Dew. Alright, Rich Moran. Karen Renee Devane. Thank you. Stanley Taylor. Michael Schramm. These are all Facebook shout outs. Ray Shiel. Yes. Nuno Anjos. Suzanne Williner. John Wesley. Big George. Andrew Taylor, still listening in Dubai. Nice. John Bennett, have a good one. All right. So, if you guys are still tuning in, I'm hanging with one of my old buddies. Keyboard player, organ player, swell guy.
Thanks, man.
Yeah, man. Oh, you're the nicest. Brent's such a nice guy. Brian's such a nice guy. We're overflowing in niceness today.
And very prompt.
You're super on time. Well, Brian is on time, barely. So we got another, we'll do another jam, but real quick, your last opportunity to get any important topics or questions in. We'll jam, and then we'll...
You guys could ask me a question.
Yeah,
Marty.
let's ask...
And
that's true.
I might, something
You could
might
ask
know.
Brent something about me.
I might know.
You might know. We've known each other a long time. I still love my Tommy Boy prank on you. It was really good.
Yeah.
I'm gonna save that for another time. All right. Brian Smith, anything?
People are shouting out Dr. John.
Yeah,
Yeah. So sad.
definitely shout outs to Dr. John and dude, I mean everyone loved Dr. John. What are you gonna do?
Big time.
Yeah, he was amazing. I definitely saw him at something. Did you ever see him play?
I'm pretty sure I did.
At some kind of festival
It
or
was
something.
like at a festival a long
Yeah.
time ago. I think it was up north.
Yeah.
Santana may have been there.
Oh, Santana, yeah.
Santana.
Yeah.
Bonnie Raitt, like all sorts of people.
What do you got, Brian? Anything else?
Well, in answer to your question, that's is a painting of Carlos Santana, not Marty, next to Brent.
And Marty's wonderful mom.
My mom painted that, you guys.
I thought that was so cool. I saw her name on it earlier.
Yeah. And my, my daughter's a really good visual artist. I was actually, I always had a knack for it too.
I saw her wearing a Marty Music shirt, and I was like, how did you get her to wear your shirt?
Oh, my daughter?
Yeah.
Dude, I know. How cool is that?
Usually they don't want to have anything to do with it.
That hasn't happened yet, but it will. But my daughter's art teacher plays guitar and watches my videos, so there's a whole,
Nice.
connection there, which is pretty cool. No, I'm stoked. All right, we got a million other things that we can do, but let's jam a little.
We're prepared.
Uh,
I'm really prepared.
Well, let's see. Here's one. audio on?
That's been a really long time.
Oh, the audio was on. Oh, that's fine. Yeah. Okay. Any final last call? Last call.
Did you not turn that off on the last?
Right.
Okay.
You were saying it was too loud.
Just a little bit. Yeah.
What's that?
I forgot to turn my
Guitar.
clip on.
You did good all the whole time.
I know. I forgot on that one. So you can probably hear me breathing really heavy. Anyway, once again, give it up for Brandon
Thanks, man.
on lead organ.
It's fun.
That was great to have you.
I think it's the first time we've played without
Drums,
drums and a bass player.
I was thinking we don't need them.
Yeah. Oh,
You weren't thinking that.
I wouldn't mind. Come back.
I'm thinking, no way, man. I think we're good as black keys,
Yeah.
orange keys.
We're gonna work on it.
Yeah, we'll work on it. Give it up for Brian on the lead iPad and moderating. Brandon and Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, all that stuff. Lots more coming your way. Yeah, we'll end them with that. Yeah, let's end them with that little
jam.
Hendrix style jam.
Inspired.
Yeah. Anyway, thanks again, you guys. We'll see you. I think next Saturday I'll still be around. I'm going to Minneapolis on Monday,
Nice.
but then I'll be back Wednesday. So as far as I know, yeah, the Saturday's still on. Thanks again, you guys.